Alrighty, so for starters, sorry I've been gone for a while. I took a little break for a little bit, and then this update just kept on snowballing, bigger, more than I planned on. As you can see, here's my patch notes for this version. Here's the patch notes for the last version. I'll let you pause if you want to mull those over. But anyway, yeah, let's get the parts nobody cares about out of the way. I upgraded the file monitor a little bit. Still prompts me the same way that it did before. Let's go into memory, scenes 0. Just paste that in there. And then it doesn't prompt me like it used to before. Now I have to hit N. And then it will ask me to enter a different monitor. And I can just keep doing that, I believe up to 10 times. I don't know why I need that many, but if I ever did, it's easy to add more. Anyway, moving on. I'll show the map creator tool. I've actually had this for a while. This here is what I use to, get in game real quick. What I use to make, like, these maps here. I made this forever ago, but I've never showed it off. It's basically just a big cursor, then if I hit M, it'll draw whatever tile my current brush is set to, which, see, it's set to the £, hashtag, whatever you want to call it. If I hit B, I can change the brush. Let's just set it to, I don't know, L. And now I'm drawing L's. I believe I have an option to remove tiles. I can just set the brush to a space and I'll remove the tiles as well. Anyway, whenever I decide, I can, obviously this is a lot wider than it would appear in game, so if I hit L, it'll actually display it how it would show. And then when I decide that this beautiful map that I've created here is ready to go, I can hit 0. We'll just call it whatever. And then it dumped this big massive block of text. And then if I launch it up real quick, let's go ahead and... Oh shit. Go ahead and paste that in there. Boom. Well, it's back to where it was. This is horribly out of date, and I'll have to rework this a lot in order to work with a lot of the changes that I've made to the way these maps are run in game. But anyway, moving on to the actual game itself here. If we go to the sound test, let's load up noise, and you can see it prompts me loop or single. Can now loop audio, because apparently I couldn't do that before. So let's hit L. Nice. And you can see it's looping. Nice. And yes, I know this is bugged. It's just a testing tool, so I didn't really care. And I also fixed a bug where apparently the quit button wouldn't work if there was a sound file playing before. But it works fine. Sound ends and everything. What else? Let's see, let's go back in. And then, you may have noticed earlier that I added this thing to the map. I also have an A down in the corner. And I'll show you what the A does. Go down there, and if I touch that space, it teleports me to the bottom right section of the map. I don't know if I've ever showed this whole thing off or not, but it's basically just a big 3x3 grid. But, anyway, if I were to touch this A here, it would teleport me back up to the top left again. You see, it's not every A, it's those specific tiles that will do that. So let's go back, and let's go ahead and touch this thing. I don't know why I made it look like this, but whatever. If we go ahead and go in there, the prompt us, do you want to enter scene 0? I can now actually load a scene from the core, as I was calling it, that map thing before, instead of having to go to the console or something. So let's go in, hit yes, seen all this before. let's see. Oh, I changed the way that the back command works. That takes you back one room. You won't be able to see it, but instead of being limited to remembering 100 rooms, it should now only be limited by the, I believe, 32-bit integer limit. Which, it's a couple billion. I don't remember the exact number, but it's big. He'll run into a million more problems before that'll ever be an issue, I'm sure. I can open the full-fat console in the scene handler now. Apparently I couldn't do that before. All I could do before was to open the menu, and then I could go to options, but that was my nerfed list of options. So, what else? Okay, let's go back, and if we go south to where Dave was, you can see there's now an exit option. Let's just go back north real quick. I actually can't do that the way I set this up. I don't know, if I hit exit, it'll dump me back out to wherever I was in the core or whatever. But if you can see, if we go back in, if I just type exit anywhere, it doesn't work. It has to be a room that I allow that. But I made a tool, so if we go into the console, and then, what did I call it? Scene bailer. Now, I should be able to exit from anywhere. Alrighty, and now I think all I got left is, yes, a big one. This took me a ton of work to do. Let's just go north real quick, and then open up the menu, and then save, and we'll put this on slot 5. Sure. Now, if we were to come back later, load scene 5, give it a second, it actually puts me into the scene handler. Before, if I tried to do that, it would have put me in the core instead. But, I think that's about everything that I can show. Basically everything, I did a ton of work to a lot of the internal code. A lot of things were horribly made, but you probably, if you read the patch notes, you can see I reworked a ton of things for this. But yeah, anyway, that's all I got for now.